meantime, the search for a Donald Trump running mate, whether any of this stuff is affecting his search for a running mate, there are still a number of people who would be interested in that position. And don't the folks over at SNL know it? Take a look.
I thought one strong option could be Jeb Bush.
Oh, little Marco, I can't ask him to be VP until his parents sign the release form. Ted Cruz?
Hard no.
Paul Ryan?
He said not right now, but he will see you in hell.
Or that was supposed to be Chris Christie, who kept offering himself as sort of like, well, an alternative. Anyway, Donald Trump isn't treating that. Rubio was never really considered for VP. Pete Snyder on if anyone really wants this job. You know, Pete, you've told me that there are a lot of people who will say no, 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 but they doth protest too much. Very few ultimately turn down the job.
Absolutely, Neil. I mean, look, you have a 50-50 shot of being vice president of the United States of America. I really do think it's a 50-50 prospect of beating Hillary Clinton. There are going to be a ton of men and women, some of the finest in the party, that are angling and hoping that their phone's going to be ringing in the next couple of weeks.
You know, apparently Marco Rubio has already said of Donald Trump, he's the presumptive nominee, but he's best served by having someone, not just, by the way, a vice presidential nominee, but active surrogates who agree with him on his issues. But as we've discovered, not all running mates agree with the guy on the top of the ticket with all his issues. George Bush Sr. famously saying of Ronald Reagan and his voodoo economics. So stranger bedfellows have met, right?
Absolutely. And I think it's going to be more of a chemistry thing. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Trump-Christie ticket. You know, both all alpha all the time, Northeasterners, and, you know, they're proven fighters.
That's my prediction, by the way, Pete, so you might as well run away from it. But here was my argument for that, and I raised it with Governor Christie early in the campaign season, even though he poo-pooed the talk, was open to a running mate. But the argument is the traditional view of a running mate is that he or she is your attack dog. It's veered away from that. But there is no greater prosecutorial sort of opponent, quite literally, that Republicans could have to face whoever Hillary Clinton's running mate would be, assuming she's the nominee, than someone like a Christie, right? It's not about just winning your state, which might be problematic in New Jersey's case, but about making your case, right?
Absolutely. I mean, that would be the WWE meets politics. And I think those two would be just an absolute wrecking ball throughout the political system. But then you look at folks like Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee, almost the anti-Christie, has great foreign policy chops, and people who are concerned of, hey, look, can this guy get things done when he comes to Washington? Corker would be a great partner for him. Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee as well.
A lot of people say a woman should be on that ticket. Do you agree with that being important?
Look, I think it should be the best possible fit for Donald Trump. I mean, these things come down to chemistry. Yeah. Who can you work with well? Who's going to help exact your agenda when you get into town? Fair enough. Making Washington work might not be the answer. It might be wrecking Washington outright. That could be the right fit there.
All right. Thank you, my friend. It's always good. I always learn something. Again, run away from that Christie prediction now because I'm on that page. Pete, thank you very much. Pete Snyder. All right. I've been bemoaning